Okay, so this is the third basic formula. And after this formula, that's it. That will be the three basic formula already. There won't be other basic formula. There's no product rule or chain rule. There's no product rule or quotient rule. But of course, there's integration of trigo, which we'll do it subsequently in the next one. So there will be, after these three formula, there will be integration of trigo, exponential, and logarithm, all that. Same like differentiation, but it's cut short because we don't have product rule or quotient rule. Okay, so formula number 3 is like a reverse of your chain rule, except that, right, it is limited to a linear function. It's limited to a linear function. A linear function with a power. So in formula number 3, right, we are exploring dy dx that looks like, okay, so for example, it looks like 2x plus 1 power 3. So where does it come from? Okay, so we are exploring this type of dy dx. So the formula, the opposite of bring down power minus power differentiate inside will be, again, you got to return the power. So you return the power, you divide by the new power. It is the same as your formula number 2, but you got to divide with A as well. A is the differentiate inside. So during the bring down power minus power and differentiate inside, right, you multiply by whatever you differentiate inside. So right now we're going to divide by whatever we differentiate inside. So there will be an additional A that you need to divide. So one of the common mistakes is actually the A. So a lot of students, they forget to divide the A or they couldn't tell the A. Okay, so this one got 3 steps. Return power, divide by new power, together with the differentiate inside. That means you have to divide by 2 things. You divide by the new power and you also divide by the differentiate inside, which is A. Okay, so let me show you the formula. Okay, so in this case, right, if you look at the dy dx, it's ax plus b. Maybe for you, you need to think about the a as 3. You look at the bracket, 3x plus 1. So if you compare with ax plus b, obviously a is 3. So if I would like to get y, okay, notation is always integration sign, the fork and spoon. Then you apply the formula. So when you apply the formula, you return the power. You divide by the new power together with your A. Your A is 3. Then you simplify. So when you simplify the denominator, 3 times 5 is 15. So the denominator is 15. It's equivalent to 1 over 15 bracket 3x plus 1 power 5. So you can try doing you can use this, your answer. You try to do a bring down power minus power and you differentiate inside. 1 over 15, bring down power minus power, and then when you differentiate inside. Okay, you see what you get. You realize that you get back the 3x plus 1 power 4. So you can do a bit of checking backwards because but usually you are still faster in your differentiation. Okay, so this one is formula number 3, a little bit like the reverse of the chain rule, but we are limited to ax plus b in the bracket. Yeah, so this formula wouldn't work if it's an ax square, if it's a quadratic function inside. Okay, so if it's a quadratic function inside, something else will happen. Okay, anyway, you're not expected to know how to do such thing yet. Okay, in the next example, okay, there's a bit of indices, which is 6x minus 1. So square root back to the same indices rule. Square root is a half. So I'm going to integrate the one after I apply my indices. So according to rule formula number 3, I shall return the power, I shall divide by the new power, and I'm going to divide by my A. So A is 6. So return the power, divide by new power, and you don't forget yours, A. Okay, after that, you work it out carefully. So you can punch calculator on this part. Okay, I think you'll get a 9 if you punch calculator. So the denominator is a 9. So that's it. That will be the answer. So you still need to apply a bit of your indices. As with differentiation, you have been applying your indices. So right now, same thing, integration, you also need the same few indices. So by now, hopefully your indices has improved a little bit. So in this case, right, the bracket is in the denominator. So of course, there's a bit of indices. So it will be 2x minus 7 to the power of minus 2. So do your indices first, then you integrate. Okay, put the fork and spoon. So that's how you present it. Okay, and what does the formula say? Follow what the formula says. The formula says you return the power and you divide by the new power, and you got A that you need to divide. So this is the A. AX plus B. A is the number beside X. So that will be my answer. Okay, subsequently simplify properly. Okay, if you simplify properly, you will see that this part minus 2. So this will become just a fraction. And this minus power also become a fraction. The negative power will become a fraction. So eventually, you do a numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. So that will be your answer. So when things get complex, it's not possible that you can you can't mentally like integrate. You got to go through the formula. So these are the three, this is the third formula. Okay, and the same notation happened. Okay, I started off with the fork and spoon. The moment I apply the formula, the fork and spoon disappear, and my plus C happened. So you start off with the fork and spoon. The moment you apply the formula, the fork and spoon disappear. So that is the basic notation that you need to know. So this one is formula number 3. This will be the 3 basic formula for integration.